Hey, Sagittarius, intuitive soul coach here with your October 2023 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway or even signing up for the monthly newsletter, you can find all of that information in the description box below. All right, Sagittarius, welcome. This is good for any placement of Sagittarius in your chart. So right away here, I feel like your hard work is paying off. A lot of you have been working really hard to pay off debt. Wow. And as I say that, you actually have debt paid, because in the past position, you actually have debt and then you have debt being paid here. So this is confirmation that there could be some sort of debt relief. Okay, you could be, because this is clarifying here the past, present, and future energy. So I feel like your hard work is allowing you to maybe take a little bit of time off, pay something down. You could be ballooning a payment here where you're able to put in one lump sum and you're able to pay it off. Okay, I also sense there could be some shifts around money where your money can grow. I'm getting growth when it comes to money, when it comes to finances and assets. So this is a really wonderful energy. And you have 3 cards clarifying the coins, which is in your near future. And we're going to just hold tight. We're not going to look at those quite yet. We're just going to back it up here. Sag, in the recent past, you have money flowing. You have hard work here, putting those plans into motion in order to build up equity, build up, from debt here. This is about teamwork, taking even a little bit of time off here to build that sense of security within yourself. I feel like you may have got into a little more debt than maybe you realize, or maybe it's something you've been paying on for quite some time, but there's sudden changes coming in here in the month of October. This is about taking a look at your spending and taking a look at your short-term loans, because you do have here debt paid. So I feel for a lot of you, you're not doing this any longer. It doesn't mean that you don't have debt, but you're not allowing yourself to maybe just live paycheck to paycheck or be in that state of scarcity or poverty conscious mindset of not having enough, right? The fact you go from this debt to debt being paid, literally as we're talking about debt, there's something here that you are paying off, getting rid of, or an old belief system around how you feel about money that is changing and shifting within your frequency. Now, this is also about movement. It's about temporary jobs, creating a sense of enjoyment with what it is that you do. Some of you may dabble in arts and crafts. This could be a hobby, something that you enjoy doing for fun. Okay, I feel like you going into this isn't going to put you in debt or in debt. So what that means here as well is there may not be a ton of startup costs with something that you are excited to do or put out into the universe. This could be minimal debt. Okay, it can also help you pay off debt that you've accumulated in the past. So coming into the near future here, and this could potentially even be before the end of 2023, you do have money coming in. This is wealth. It's investing wisely. Some of you may have a career in sales or finances, or you're definitely looking at your money. How can you make your money grow? Where can you invest wisely? You may be looking into retirement funds. You may be looking at debt consolidation, IRAs, things of that nature as well. This is also about getting a raise, some sort of increase, and a lucky break. So let's see what's clarifying these cards. Yeah, responsibilities. So again, you're taking your responsibilities into deep consideration here, and you're looking at maybe some of the debt that is owed, and there's something that you are doing here that's going to pay it off sooner. Maybe you're making double payments if you're able to. If you have a little extra money coming in, you could be making double payments. Okay. For others of you, you may be working a couple extra jobs, or you're just doing something on the side that's going to bring in additional money. This could also be overtime for you that brings in some more money. Yeah, because you're looking at either resigning or retiring. This is long term. This is longevity. where you want to be 5 years down the road, or, 15 years down the road, depending on where you are at in your journey. You're definitely looking at things and you're saying, is it time to retire? Can I? A lot of you are hustling now so you can enjoy things later on. Okay. And lastly here, yeah, you may be contemplating selling a business. Some of you are absolutely in sales where you are, an agent of selling here. You could be selling clothing, selling products, or you're contemplating, again, selling some sort of a business or selling an idea. Okay, selling yourself on a plan, like pitching yourself is kind of what I'm getting here. I'm actually going to pull one more card from this new deck. You're the first sign to use this deck. I'll link it in the description box below, or I'll post it there for you. I just want to see what this is. One more here, please. Credit repair. Yeah, you're doing something to repair and help your credit line. Okay, or you may be thinking about selling or retiring so you can vacation, so you can enjoy life, so you can travel. Oh, Sagittarius, this is beautiful. This is a really beautiful energy here. So I feel like your head is in the right spot and you have a lot of really great things coming your way, but there's still a little bit of repair work that you're working on in order for you to take some steps moving forward. Okay, so let's take a look and see what your overall energy is. 9 of Cups. I mean, wish fulfillment. This is a really great month for you. Some of you are making some big decisions that are going to affect you long term, but it's actually going to put you exactly where you need to be on track here. We're just going to get all your cards out here from the Celtic Cross before we clarify. So again, your overall energy for the month of October is the 9 of Cups. That's your wish fulfillment. And there could be a wish here, something that is coming to fruition, something again that's either paid off, or some of you may have even wanted to sell a home, or you were contemplating selling a home here, or selling an idea, selling an app. I feel like there's a lot of changes. I keep saying that, but there are a lot of changes, and we actually see the Death card showing up in the near future to clarify that you are absolutely going through a lot of personal changes, personal and professional, but it's affecting you on, all levels. All right, we're just going to put these cards over here. I love that you are breaking free from something that you felt stuck in. I mean, this debt, maybe you felt as well that you owed it to a company, owed it to an organization to stay where you're at as well, to stay there. Maybe you've been there for quite some time and you feel like you owe it to them to ride your days out, whatever that may be for you. All right, let's take a look and see what is showing up here. Okay, Tower is in the hopes and fears. So I like this because I feel like it's not something that's showing up in your energy. It's a fear because of things that have happened around the globe, around the world, the economy, things of that nature. But you're actually better off than I don't want to say better off than a lot of people, but I feel like you're being put in a better position than most here, because right away you start off with this 9 of Cups. This is the card of wish fulfillment, but just like the diamond here, diamonds are formed under pressure. So it may have felt like you are under a deadline, or you feel a lot of pressure coming in order for you to hit your dreams or be on par with where you want to be. But the 9 of Cups here is about feeling good, feeling content, feeling like you've achieved that sense of completion, feeling like you've achieved some sort of, again, goal, wish, or success, whatever that may look like for you. And I feel like you're taking the extra action steps to get yourself closer and closer to whatever that end goal is for you, right? Setting yourself up for success now that's going to be beneficial for you down the road and into your retirement. Okay, some of you are actually paying off, or you're selling a home, and that's going to get you out of debt, and you're going to have extra. Okay, that's actually going to help you repair something. Some of you may even You may work in construction or building. You may be an architect, or you may work in commercial building here, or work with investors, something of that nature. You may be helping your financial state by selling a share, selling a stock, or selling some cryptocurrency. I mean, please take that as it resonates. You do have the coins showing up here. Okay, so I feel whatever it is that you're doing, you are setting yourself up to live a life of more luxury, live a life of more joy, more pleasure. I mean, look at him. It looks like he's sitting in the Rockies there in that hot spring, and he's just loving life. He may be living in a tiny home or a camper. Some of you, that could be a dream, living away from maybe society, or living in a place where you don't have to be bothered all the time. And this can be the same for career or work, where you have the flexibility to work from anywhere in the world. Okay, some of you are selling all of your assets, or you're selling things in order to give you that bump that you need to go live this life now. Okay, so a lot of information coming through here for you. Now, the challenge for you this month is the Seven of Pentacles. This is my course correct card. Is it going to be worth it? And it looks like it absolutely is. Can I embrace these sudden changes, or is this going to be temporary, right? If I go in this direction, am I going to have to kind of crawl back and start at ground zero? I feel like you're course correcting, but it's actually going to move you towards a lot more abundance, a lot more happiness. But you must have the courage and determination and dedication to keep on keeping, in a sense, right? Seven of Earth is showing up here as the challenge, because where you're putting your energy may not be making you happy. It may not be financially lucrative. It may not be exactly where you want to be. That's why I sense that these changes are coming in for you. So now what you're doing, Sagittarius, is you're taking a look at everything. Your assets, your money, your home, where you live, your family dynamics. You are looking at it all, and you're saying, okay, things are going to shake up here, and that's a fear. But sometimes that tower comes in, or it can come in. We manifest it ourselves sometimes to really shake things up in order for us to set ourselves free. And I kind of get that here for you. Now, what's below you? What's below you? We're just going to put some of these cards over here. You still have some responsibilities to look at, and that may be something that is holding you in place here. Maybe you want to live that life of freedom that we just talked about, but you still have, some debt to pay, or you're waiting to sell a home. You're waiting for something here, because I'm seeing the clock. So I feel timing is a factor in the mix. Now, what's below you in the deep, deep past? The Six of Cups, which is the card of nostalgia. It's the card of the deep, deep past. So some of you, you've had or carried a debt for quite some time, or this could be that you've been in your line of work or your profession for a while. But for others of you, you can see here that in the waters, that is her inner child reflecting back to her. That's her little girl shining back. So there could be something that's showing up in your life that you've always wanted to do from a very young age. This is my inner child. Some of you may even work with children. You may be leaving a legacy behind for your own children or your grandchildren here. Okay, this is about honoring those dreams, honoring that inner little girl or little boy within you. What is it that you've always wanted to do and become? Who are you on that root level before life comes in and starts to condition us, right? The Six of Cups here is about second chances. So I do feel like in the deep past, you may have connected to an opportunity that you've always wanted to do, but there is something here that just doesn't feel in alignment anymore with where you want to be. Maybe you always wanted to move to the mountains and now you want to move to the ocean. Maybe you always wanted to be a teacher, but now you want to be a writer. It's okay to shift your energy and to make these big changes in your world. Now, in the recent past, you do have the Seven of Swords showing up in reverse. I'm getting here coming out of denial, or for some of you, there certainly could have been deep betrayal. Someone may have been wearing a mask, right? You may have seen through this person, through this company. I also sense that some of you had to do what you've had to do to survive. And sometimes, well, I think it's a very high percentage. The average person goes into debt, right? They go into debt by, accumulating credit card or buying a home or doing the steps that they think they need to do or how they have to achieve wealth. I feel like you're getting honest with yourself and saying, I don't have to go in that direction. I don't have to constantly believe that this is the only path, that this is the only way forward. I'm getting here rebel with a cause. It's my 7 of Wands energy, but this is the 7 of Swords. And I'm getting that you're really tuning within, and you're tuning here the key of your soul is what I'm getting. The fine tuning of the soul is kind of what I'm seeing. I mean, some of you are musicians. Okay. Some of you really enjoyed singing with the choir. You may have been in a band. I'm getting here. Some of you were in a band. Ooh, who's the drummer? Someone could be a drummer or played guitar, or maybe you were the lead vocalist. Now this could be many moons ago. Okay. Because I'm getting past position. 7 of Swords is about you doing what you need to do to survive, but I feel like you are ready to shift that, and you don't want to live in that scarcity or poverty conscious mindset or in debt. You're moving on. You're living a better life here. You're paying something off. You are living with more freedom, more wealth. Yes, you still have these responsibilities here, but there is something that you are doing that's going to put you in a better position, instead of maybe even feeling like you're selling your soul, right? Sometimes it feels when you're not, doing what you love, or it feels like you're just a number. It feels like you may be selling your soul. Not any longer here. For those of you that went through that, you're standing up for that. Rebel with a cause, remember? Now, what's above you here? 4 of Cups is new opportunities. And I feel like you are still taking a look. Again, they keep highlighting this card, even though it's not right here present. I'm seeing it out of the corner of my eye here, and they're really bringing me to these responsibilities. And because some of you, there's still something that you're waiting on. It could be waiting on some sort of approval, waiting on, a promotion. You may be waiting, because they're giving me the timing here as well. So 4 of Cups says you're feeling a little bit impatient, but trust that there's a new opportunity coming in. Reach out, right? Reach out, connect. I've joined forces with other friends, family, like-minded individuals, network, put yourself out there, but take a little bit of a time off or a break as well if you're allowed to, or if you can, because the 4 of Cups here is about structure, planning, and stability. 4s are, it's an even number, and it is about balance. So I feel like you're doing what you can to embrace new opportunities. But right now it may feel like you're missing out a little bit, but trust when I say that there's something big coming in here for you. Because what we have in the near future is the Death card. And a lot of signs, Sagittarius, have been getting the Death energy for the past few months, because there's been a lot of personal shifts that have been taking place. And sometimes the energy is over here and the physical is over here, and it kind of needs to catch up, right? Or it could be the beliefs that kind of play that disconnect game at times, and we say, can this really happen for us? Is this really changing? Am I going through some crazy stuff right now? Yeah, probably, right? You see the butterfly. Yes, there's some changes, but I feel like these changes are leading to more money, more wealth, right? They're leading to you feeling fortunate, for feeling like you've hit that lucky break here. And the lucky break isn't necessarily just luck coming in and boom. It's actually luck that you've created. It's luck that you, Sag, have initiated, right? You've put the work in here. I see that. Let's clarify some of these cards before we move on. I want to take a deeper look at this 4 of Cups showing up, because some of you, excuse me, some of you may even feel like you're shutting down on an opportunity, or it feels like this opportunity is passing you by. I just want to see why, because we certainly sense that there's a lot of change coming in here. I mean, some of you could have been rejected from a sale, or maybe you wanted to sell a property or sell a business, but you haven't got that offer. But the fact is, you have the debt and the debt free next to each other. So there's definitely big changes that are going to leave you in a better spot. But let's see why the 4 of Cups. Okay. You may feel like you want to, Okay. Some of you are perfectionists. Okay. So you have the 8 of coins here, 8 of pentacles. This is about acquiring expertise. Now, it does say problematic perfectionism. And perfectionism, it can be difficult when we feel like situations or environments have to be perfect, or we feel like we have to wait for the perfect time to take action. Okay, or we feel like this opportunity isn't exactly what we are hoping for, so we subconsciously push it away. But you're being handed this staff. You're being handed this, this staff that's lit up. It's ready for you. You know more than you think. Okay, you are more ready than you think here. That's the message. So I want you to embrace this opportunity, because we have 4 and 8 showing up here, 2 stable, solid numbers, and your final outcome is the strength. So this is about you stepping into your power and knowing that you have what it takes here, because the universe is handing you this staff, right? Saying you're ready for this, even if you feel like it's not the time, or maybe you feel like the timing is off, or you don't feel like you have enough expertise, enough knowledge, enough education, whatever it may be. You can learn as you go. You can dive into that now. Take a class, take a workshop. Some of you are healers or educators, I'm hearing as well. Some of you are very good at arts. Again, arts and crafts, some sort of hobby, creating something. You're being handed this level of responsibility. Okay, that's why you have the responsibility card coming in, and it could take you into retirement is what I'm getting. It could be even something that you sell down the road. If this is a business idea, or if it's something that you create or make, I feel like there could be residual income coming in here. It's like you work hard now, but you sell it over and over again. 8 of coins, beautiful. Now, I want to look at this death energy with the transformation, because we see this showing up for you a couple of different times here. So some sudden changes, even though we have the Tower and the hopes and fears, I want to see more about this death. What do we need to know about these changes, and how can we best help you at this time? Okay, there's the Tower again. So some of you are manifesting a Tower, or you may be doing what you can to avoid a Tower moment, but ultimately Towers set us free, and freedom, financial freedom, emotional freedom, physical freedom is ultimately a big goal of a lot of people, and I feel for you, Sag, that is a goal of yours. Queen of Cups, listen to your intuition. She's a healer. She's intuitive. She's compassionate. She has a big heart. So Sag, whatever it is that you are working towards, whatever your heart is pulling you towards at this time, don't let anything interrupt you from that dream, because the Knight of Cups in reverse can be interrupted appeal. Something's flowing, but then it gets cut off, right? And that can even be our own thoughts, our own sabotage that cuts off that flow, because you are the King of Wands. This is you, right? Showing up for yourself. And I really love the illustration here, because you see that this man has put on his cape. He is in need of a hero, and that's who he becomes. Instead of feeling like you have to move mountains, you're realizing that all the power you have is within you, and there isn't a mountain that you cannot climb here. This is about you being dependably goal-oriented, taking on that responsibility, but also making some decisions that are best for you, best for your family, and best for yourself down the road as well. There are some new strategic solutions coming in here. This is strategy. It is integration. It is development. Okay, Page of Swords, he's the little genius. Sometimes he thinks he knows a lot more than he does, but in this case, I feel like you actually do. Okay, there could be someone around you that thinks they know best for you. It could even be your own children, or it could be someone younger, someone that you work with who may irk you, drive you crazy. 7 of Swords, right, in your recent past. This could be someone who, doesn't even have half the experience that you do. And yet they boss you around, or they may be a boss, okay? But the 2 of Cups is about you coming back into alignment. It is about you being able to allow that attraction to flow once again, because you don't want the Tower. Okay, I'm getting here Big Apple. Some of you may live in New York City. I'm getting here also possibly Los Angeles. I'm getting Sydney. Okay, and I'm hearing London. Those could be significant places or locations for you. Please take that as it resonates. Okay, I'm also getting here Nashville or something along the lines of Nashville. But whatever this is for you, keep that heart open. You do know more than you think you do because you're stepping into your power here, but stay open to continuing to learn more is what I feel, because this is a lot of change showing up. So this tower could be something that you're headed straight towards, or it could be something that you avert. Whatever it is, you'll know, but it's going to set you free. It's going to set you free. Let's see how you're feeling and how you're doing. Two of Earth. You're trying to juggle it all up at this time, right? Run a household, maybe run a business, work your 9 to 5, take care of the family, do the grocery shopping, put food on the table. You're juggling up right now. Some of you are also weighing up some pros and cons. Is this house the best for me? Is that job going to be the best? Where do I bank, right? What banking facility do I use? Who can I trust? So you are doing a lot at this time to find that balance. And we see that happening here with the 4 and the 8. So when this 2 of Pentacles shows up, this is about multitasking. Some of you are on a tight budget because you are saving for retirement or saving to travel or to have that freedom that you want. The 2 of Pentacles is also staying calm when there is financial crisis or difficulties in the economy. You're learning how to bring in self-stability. It's almost like a self-soothing I see here happening with this 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so there is this energy also of taking on too much. Make sure you ask for help. Okay, make sure you ask for help here. Because yeah, you may be taking on a lot of responsibilities. You may be contemplating. Speak to a professional if you can, a financial advisor or a trusted friend, a family member, someone who knows how to help you out at this time. Or even if it is a boss saying, hey, I need to take a little bit of time off here, or, you know, I need to be able to work less. Some of you are going down in hours. So you may be taking, instead of 5 days a week, you may be working 4 days a week. Okay. I feel like you're doing something with your time that could be a little bit different for others of you. Yes, you could be working overtime or doing more work. Please take it as it resonates for you. But I'm sensing some sort of change in the scheduling, change in timing here. You may be taking a look at your own schedule and saying, where can I fit this in, or where can I make time to do that? So what's showing up in your environment here? You have double page. Okay, you have double page showing up, and we just seen that Page of Swords. Now we see the Page of Earth and the Page of Water. So again, you could have some people in your world that are younger or less experienced, or this could be even characteristics or traits that you feel you carry. But this is about new beginnings and keeping yourself open to that childlike enthusiasm. If this is your characteristics of wanting to embrace your inner child, it's here for you, because we see that with the 6 of Cups. And you may not know what the next steps looks like, but you know what it feels like, or you know what it will feel like for you. Freedom, right? For those of you that are dealing with a couple of coworkers or employers or clients, employees, whoever this may be here, they don't know what they're talking about. Okay, they don't know what they may be professionals here, and this could even be someone who is supposed to be a professional. Maybe it's a real estate agent, or maybe it's someone at the bank, or someone that you work with. I feel like they have talent, but they still have a lot to learn. Okay, as the saying goes, these people could be a little wet behind the ears, where they may have, inflated or a bolstered ego when they just kind of need to pipe down a bit here. So that may frustrate you. It may annoy you because there could be gossip as well. Page of Pentacles, someone who doesn't invest financially in the best possible ways. They could be very spendy or a spendthrift, right? They may not finance their money well. And this could be someone who is constantly complaining as well. Page of Cups is, if this is someone that you are dealing with, they can be really distracted. They can be overly sensitive as well. They can hurt others because hurt people. And so I feel like these two people may be someone you work with. It could even be your own children. Some of you are looking at the financial future of your children. They could be teenagers. They could be in middle school. They could even be adults, young adults. But I feel it's important for you to let them learn and grow and fall down and discover and open up. But when it comes to you and them, it's important to remember that you are on your soul's journey. They are on their soul's journey. How can you find the balance if you must, right? If this is someone that is close to you, how can you find that balance to avoid a catastrophe? Some of you need to set a healthy boundary because there could have been some sort of deceit or betrayal, okay? Now, showing up in your hopes and fears, you have the Tower. This is a hope and fear of a lot of people. Even in tarot readings, when the Tower shows up, people immediately sink, they crouch, right? They kind of pull their energy in, and it's a reflex. It's a reflex of the human. The human doesn't want to go through pain, right? If you go to a human and say, do you want to go through pain today, right? No, they're not going to say, yes, give it to me. No. So of course, when the Tower shows up, but one thing we don't realize is sometimes a little bit of pain can bring a whole lot of pleasure. And for an example, childbirth. Childbirth is a perfect example, right? For those of you mothers out there, or even for those of you that aren't mothers, maybe you've heard stories or you've watched your wife give birth. There is a lot of pain when it comes to birthing something new into the world, whether it is a human life or whether it's a project, whether it's a business, whether it's your reputation, whatever it is, there's pain that is initiated during the process, but it's so worth it, right? It's so worth it. And you forget that pain. Once you start to see that the rewards pay off, you forget that there was some struggle and challenge along the way. Or maybe you don't forget and it's something that's deeply ingrained within you. But I am getting that this Tower doesn't have to be the end all, right? It doesn't have to be something that comes in and completely shakes your world in a negative way. A lot of times these things show up to allow you to free yourself from something that you felt stagnant or stuck in. And I can guarantee you staying stagnant or stuck is going to be far more painful than if you were just to go through that birthing process. So again, we'll take birth as the example here. If you were to carry a baby for 12 months past the expiration date, can you imagine how horrifying that would feel and be as this little human grows within you, but it's not supposed to be there? It would be exhausting. It would be painful. It would be awful, right? It would really bring about a lot of stress, added stress that we don't need. So I feel for you here. This is about, going towards freedom and change and shifts that are in your highest good. Okay. And your final outcome, you have the Strength card and the Seven of Water, right? The Seven of Cups is about narrowing down some of those choices and decisions because you have a lot of balls up in the air you're trying to juggle at this time. Can you narrow it down to, a couple of things? Maybe this is between jobs, or it could be going back to school, or maybe selling a home. It could be when to go in for that raise. I want you to really work on that law of attraction. Put a date on the calendar and circle it, right? Circle it and say, this is the date that these shifts are going to happen. I want you to step into your power more so, Sag, than you ever have, because you have what it takes. You are stronger than you think, but be gentle with yourself. Sometimes we sabotage, or we feel like there's so many options out there that we just can't grasp, or we can't pull one into our energy. I feel like patience is a big thing here, but don't succumb to a shadow. Don't succumb to the worst, because that Strength card in reverse, what happens is that, that lion can come back and bite you. You can lose trust in a second. And I feel for you, it's taken a lot of your strength and dedication to be able to feel confident with who you are, feel confident in your own skin and your own abilities. You have what it takes to trust that the decisions that you make from here on out are in your highest good. Okay, let's take a look and clarify. Let's clarify what the Seven of Cups is all about, partnered with the Strength card. What do we need to know about the final outcome here for Sagittarius? King of Swords. Ethics over emotion. okay, or emotion over ethics. It's finding that balance. Now, the beauty of the King of Swords, and it is showing up in the upright, he's very intelligent, he's very logical, very experienced, and very wise. Okay, so when this shows up here, this person is clever. They're not interested in games or fantasy. They can really help deal with legal issues. They may be an advisor. They may get their answers from their head more than they do from, from their emotions, which is good because sometimes we don't want to make an emotionally based decision if our emotions aren't in the right mindset, right? I know that sounds kind of counterintuitive as we're talking about mind, but I feel for you, this is about not letting those lower vibrational emotions steer you off track. Okay, steer you off track, Sag. You're in alignment with your highest good. Now, some of you also, and please take this as it resonates, some of you may have some strong, solid beliefs that have been ingrained for a long time, even since childhood. So some of you may be thinking of new ways to integrate success, wealth, and money into your world. Because for those of you who, I'm getting even, that millennial era, those of you that may have been born before 1980, you may have a strong foundation that's been imprinted into your bloodline of I have to work, right? I have to work 16-hour days or long days, right? My father worked hard, his father, right? I work hard to get what you want. And of course, I'm not invalidating hard work, but sometimes we can choose to use that brilliant mind of ours to work smarter, not harder. And I feel like that's why you have the strength here to take a look at some of those outdated beliefs or old systems and upgrade. And that can be challenging sometimes. And that may be why some of these younger people are irking you, okay? Because they may come across as lazy or, they don't want to do the work. But I feel like there's a big lesson in that, a big lesson when it comes to integration, when it comes to new developments and seeing things in a different perspective. Now, it doesn't mean that you don't, that you're not as, I feel like you are very wise here. You are very intelligent, but I feel that those people who tend to grind your gears, which remember you have the gears here, take note that there are some really wonderful opportunities for you to grow and learn even more than you already do. All right. Wow. Okay. So Sagittarius, let's get a message here from the wisdom of the Oracle. What do we need to know for the month of October for Sagittarius? You have come to the edge. Oh, this is brilliant. It was also, I think, Scorpio. If you're on that Scorpio cusp or you have Scorpio placements, this showed up for them as well. Come to the edge because this is I feel a collective energy of a lot of people taking a big leap of faith, coming to the edge and discovering what else is possible for me? Do I have to live this old lifestyle or this old belief system? Is it even serving me? Maybe it was back in, 1995 or 2004 or whenever, but it's time for you to kind of come to the edge here and see what is really possible for you. This is literally, it says courage, and that's your final outcome. Courage, taking a leap of faith and overcoming fear and accepting risk. Facing the unknown is the only choice you really have right now if you want to progress. It's okay to be afraid. Now is the time to take a risk that is not calculated, to feel the exhilaration as you ready yourself for a leap of faith. Spirit is present, so let go of fear. You are called to express your true self. Listen to your heart and soul, not your head, which is interesting because literally we had mentioned with the King of Swords, is it ethics over emotion or emotion over ethics? So this could be some of you are too much in your head overthinking a situation. If that is the case, really listen to your intuition. That's that Queen of Cups that was showing up in your reading earlier. Come to the edge and discover that you can fly. You must step into the unfamiliar so that you may find your miracles. Now, Sagittarius, if there ever was a time for you to take a leap of faith into the unknown, it's now. This is the perfect moment to take a big risk. The unknown is the only choice now, and if you come to the edge, you will discover treasure beyond your wildest dreams. Allow your courage to lead you in spite of your fears. You don't need to know the exact form of what you're going for. We literally said this earlier. The essence is much more powerful. The essence is much more powerful than the form, and Spirit has a way of delivering an even better version of prosperity than you could imagine. Take the step. The results will be amazing. Yes, they will. We see that happening here. So trust that all this change that is happening in your world at this time is leading you directly towards your path of your highest potential, your fullest potential here. All right, let's get a few messages here from your spirit animals. And at this time, Sagittarius, I just ask if you can, please take a nice deep breath in from the solar plexus chakra, the belly area. And with your eyes closed, I want you to tune in to that third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. This could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. Perhaps your animal is wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. This could be an animal that's crossed over the rainbow bridge, one that's visited through your dreams, or maybe one by your feet right at this moment. There is no right or wrong answer, Sagittarius. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your power animals in the comment section box below the video, and I personally will enter you into the giveaway where I draw one lucky winner around the first of each month and post right back here on the channel. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss that notification. All right, Sag, some of you may be 64 years old. You may be born on the 22nd, the 25th, or the 8th. And the 8th is the strength card here, as we see in your final outcome. And this is Bobcat Spirit saying life is a mystery. Trust and embrace the unknown. Just as we're seeing with the Come to the Edge card, life is a mystery, but you have the inner strength. You have the intuition to guide you through it all. Okay, next we have here the elephant and the wasp. Now it says sometimes life does sting, and you have the Seven of Swords here, but this is about learning from the past. Okay, Elephant Spirit says learn from the past. Yes, something stung. It didn't feel very good. There could have been betrayal. There could have been debt. There was a lot of repair that needed to take place here. Credit repair. Some of you, your credit was destroyed is what I am sensing here. And it stung. Maybe you weren't able to be approved for a loan. You weren't able to get, a home or whatever it was that you'd wanted to achieve. It stung. But I feel like you're coming back from that because your final card is Dragonfly. Truth transcends illusion. It's also 2 and 2 equals that 4. I've been seeing a lot of 2s and 4s lately here for you as well. We have that 4 of Cups. We have here 2 of Earth. And let's see here. Is there any more 2s? Some of you may be a 2 life path or in a 2 or 4 personal year. But truth transcends illusion. So whatever illusions were showing up in the past, or illusions mentally. Maybe it's that old story that we tell ourselves over and over. The truth here of the matter is, yes, there were things that happened that weren't favorable. They were challenging. They were difficult, but you're shattering that illusion. And I'm getting a lot of you are shattering some sort of glass ceiling, and it's going to allow you to really break free and set yourself on that course of freedom, whatever that may look like for you. All right, last but not least, let's get a message from the crystal spirits and see which gemstone, crystal, fossil, or mineral you can use in the month of October to help you on your most prosperous path. What do we have here, please, for Sagittarius? All right, Sag, You have fluorite. Beautiful. And there's a 6 as well. So two and a 4, and that equals the 6. So you're seeing the 2s and the 4s. Let's see here. Okay, and the 6 of Cups is below you. So 246 could be a number frequency. It could also be in a telephone number. It could be in a zip code or a home number as well. So do pay attention to 2, 4, and 6. And the message for you from Fluorite Spirit is all about clarity and purity. It is an end to cluttered thinking. It's about clear focus. And what this means for you, Sag, when the way forth is clear, a sense of purpose and enthusiasm arises, and the fog of distraction lifts. Fluorite Spirit appears when confusion is about to disperse, giving way to pure wisdom and free, unambiguous intentions. It reminds you that you can achieve clarity by slowing down and consciously choosing to release any confusions or distractions. Like a still pool reflecting the beauty of the sky, a calm state of mind can produce the clarity you seek, allowing your intentions to be pure. Obstacles to co-creating can slip away as you work with fluorite to magnify all that is pure, good, and loving within you. Focus on that and it will all be amplified. So all becomes clear when you become clear, releasing any ambiguity or confusion over mixed messages from the outside. Yeah, because we're seeing here double energy, double page energy, which can really confuse you. People feeling like they, know what they're talking about, but really don't, or people that are trying to one up each other, right? It's that constant power play or constant struggle. It says, tune into the radio consciousness universe and align with the purity of love, wisdom, and strength being transmitted so that the affluence you seek can have a clear channel to reach you. Your outer conditions will change as you work with Fluorite Spirit, becoming clear on what abundance truly is and letting go of old fears about not having enough wealth in a specific form. Riches are yours, Sagittarius, if you open yourself up to the universe's ideas of what abundance looks like. Remember that money is only a symbol of abundance and prosperity as it shows up in many different ways, so keep your eyes open. Now, when we work with Fluorite Spirit, this can help us gain clarity. This is a fantastic stone to employ when studying, okay, when learning, because some of you are the ones that are going back to school to learn more so you can feel more knowledgeable, feel more ready to take this leap. So if you're taking a test, an exam, or learning something new, this is a beautiful stone to work with to help you retain information. This is an excellent stone for children in school, okay, but it shouldn't be kept in bedrooms because it can disrupt sleep. So some of you I'm hearing work with autistic children. You may work with children as maybe a counselor. Okay, this could be your own children as well. Some of you may work in special education. Okay, this would be a really great stone to gift to one of your students or to someone, even if they are young adults, right? It could even be maybe you slip one of these fluorites into the desk space of someone you work with, right? Because it can help them. I'm getting here ADHD as well, okay? So it can help focus time, energy, and attention. For those of you that feel like you are losing your sense of focus at time, fluorite can really help you focus that energy and that attention on what you truly seek and desire. That is what I have for you, Sag. I hope it resonates. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channel messages out there to those that need it most, and it certainly helps the channel grow. I would love to see those power animals in the comment section box below the video. And again, I'll enter you into that free reading giveaway. And lastly, if you're vibing with the energy here on this channel and you haven't already hit that subscribe and bell button, please do so. Thank you so much for being here, Sag. Lots of love.